To answer your question very pointedly, well, this is what I would say to a room full of non-experts who say, well, why should I trust the Gospels in the New Testament, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, instead of Gnostic Gospels like the Gospel of Mary, the Gospel of Philip, or the Gospel of Judas, or whatever? Why? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because archaeologists, whether they're Christian or not, some of them Jewish, whether they believe in God or not, archaeologists who recruit every year hundreds of volunteers to move tons and tons of soil, rock, and debris, want to know where to dig and how to understand what they dig up. And guess what? I don't care who they are, Jewish, Christian, agnostic, they all use Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and Josephus and the book of Acts. Those are the big six. All of them do. And I haven't met an archaeologist yet in Israel who says, I wouldn't know where to dig if I hadn't read the Gospel of Thomas first, or if I hadn't consulted the Gospel of Mary, I wouldn't know what I'm doing. Nobody says that. There isn't a book on archaeology, Jesus, the early church, not a book that is based on Gnostic writings. Why? Because the Gnostic writings exhibit no verisimilitude. They don't reflect the realities as we know them from many other sources, including archaeology itself. And so when they find that Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Book of Acts, and Josephus consistently speak of real people, real places, real events, and their writings are reliable guides, so you know where to dig and then how to understand what it is you've dug up, that's why they keep using them. And it doesn't matter who they are. I can name archaeologists who are Jewish, agnostic, whatever. And they all the time, even more than liberal Christians, it's really funny to observe this. They'll say, well, it says right here in Matthew, or it says right here in the Gospel of John, and so that now I understand what I've just found.
Exactly.
I wish the left wing of biblical scholarship would listen to the archaeologists more.
Amen, brother. I could not agree. That's absolutely a brilliant way to put that. And that's exactly right. You go to the text and it actually, as one of my colleagues, one of my archaeological colleagues says, what you read in the book, you find in the ground. And
Yeah.